Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda and today I'm using my Counterfeit Kit Challenge to play along with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and this is a sketch from Scrapping Sleepy on YouTube and Instagram, Kristen. And when I saw that sketch, I thought about this paper that I had in my kit. It is out of a circus pack, so I think that's supposed to be the top of a circus tent, but it reminded me of sun rays, so that's what I started with. I have a lot left so far in this month from my kit because I have not been able to scrap as much as I wanted to this month. So honestly, I was being a little bit optimistic, for June is my last month of teaching and report cards and government exams and all of the things happen in this month. So yeah. I don't know why I thought I could do a page a day. Really not happening, but that's okay. So I did trim off, I think it was about a quarter of an inch, half an inch, looks like about half inch across all the sides. And then I pulled out this paper twice because I really liked the stars on the other side, but it's actually the same piece of paper. So I am going to use the pieces that I cut off as the border, like Kristen has in her sketch. And I'm going to cut this piece out because the target bullseye is not quite what I want. But I really like these stars, and I can turn it over and use it and be done. Yay. You can see that I have not cleaned up my desk at all since last week, because you can see some scraps from some of the other papers that I used. You can see my eyelet punch I haven't put away yet. I just wanted to get this done. So a little bit of mess, which is okay. So I'm just trying to see where I can make these fit. They should all fit around this, but not quite. I guess if I butted them up, they probably would have worked just fine. But I want just a little bit on the edge to show. And yeah, it'll be fine. I'm scuffing this up because I do want some of the black. It's not really cardstock. It's black paper. It's very thin to show underneath. And then I thought about using these little squares, and I went, why would I do that when I have this all prepped with this is craft foam that you can get at the dollar store, and I've added double-sided tape to both sides to make it fast and easy. And I want this whole thing to get popped up, so that other bit would have taken me forever to do. So, and we don't want to take forever. I just want to get a page done. So you might have seen a little bit of the pictures that I'm doing at the start. I did not do close-ups, which is kind of funny, but it's just of my oldest doing chores around the house. My youngest took those pictures to prove that they were doing chores while I was at work, and their nana would have been there. And they had homeschooling, and we did upload a program, so some days they were at school, some days they were at home doing school and other things, and they've always had a chore or two on their to-do list. So this was Matea's at that point, was unloading and putting away the dishwasher stuff. So, and then I tore the longer piece that I had in half, and one per each side. And then I'm just trying to see if one of these is longer. They all should not be, because I got one side off and then the other three. So, yep. And then ripping it in half. And then to make this work, I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap on the bottom left side, just the tiniest bit. You'll see that in a second. And then I'm going to do that on the top right side as well, just so that it makes a little bit of that diagonal and those open bits don't line up, because I don't really want them to line up. Do I know why? Nope, I have no idea. And then I'm just going to crop my photos down. I am just not even looking at sizes. I'm just trying to make sure I keep the important part of the pictures in the picture. Counter and that kind of stuff doesn't really matter. Not for these anyway. I'm going to crop her hand out on that one in a bit too, but that's okay. It's kind of funny. My youngest taking these pictures. So she always feels like she's got to prove that she's done the thing. I don't know why. So she was proving Matea had done the thing. So I'm just trying to figure out where I want these to go. Kristen's picture is in that entire center, I think, based on the sketch. And so I am going to round these pictures so that I can put them in the inside, but I didn't have anything big enough to do that whole big part, and I didn't want to like have less of the stars in there, so because I could have cut a little bit closer in, and then I'm going to use this bowl. The curvature of the bowl is not quite exact, but it's going to work close enough to get what I need. And I start doing this and I put it down. I'm like, oh, what did I do? Oh, well, we did it. So let's just keep going. So I'm going to use this to help me with the other side. And I still have to trim a little bit more, but I'm going to scuff up this edge over top of the curve, and that I think helps. This one is going to go up a little bit, just trim it a little more. And then I'm going to go, yeah, that's fine. Sure, whatever. They're chore pictures. They're not like, if she keeps this layout, great. If she doesn't, that's totally fine too. This was me having fun and needing to get a little bit of creative time in for me. So maybe if she has kids, it'll be proof that her mom made her do dishes and things too. So that sweet came from Color Me Happy, and it was just sitting on my desk, so I'm going to use that in this bottom corner. So I am going to have a cluster at the top left and at the bottom right, which is kind of what Kristen kind of has, and then she's got a third one where those waves are on the left side and the bottom part of the circle. I'm not going to do those ones, but the rest of this works. I'm going to use the inside of these puffy button stickers. It's kind of like enamel dots. They are not going to stay there, but I wasn't sure how much I wanted to put on here. I'm going to get quite a bit more on here before we're done, but that's okay. And then I'm like, no, that's all done. Whoop. That's so exciting when you use up a whole package of something. And then this is a Pink Fresh Let's Stay Home, and I'm going to pull out a few things. So pull out that banner, it's not going to stay out with the oven mitt. I'm going to use the Mixmaster. I'm going to use, or the mixer. I'm going to use, there's something, the cup as well. That blue banner I'm not going to keep, but it's there for now. I'm like, okay, now I have a few things. I totally want some more stuff. So I'm like, that button's going to move up. This I'm going to keep. That I'm going to keep. The cup I'm going, The cup's going to stay right there. Overlap the start here chipboard piece. That was from the Some Days collection. And then this other Hip Kit Club one is also from Pink Fresh. Pink Fresh did it, and I think it was in the Flourish for Hip Kit Club. And so I'm pulling out some more things that are kitchen things. So some utensils, a couple of cupcake confectionery things, and then this whole shelf. So the vegetable tray is going to go up there underneath. That one is actually going to go there. I wasn't sure I was going to keep it there, but I was like, I don't know. And then I like this whisk and the spatula, but they're connected together and it's not working exactly how I want it to. So I'm going to cut them apart. Like it would work there like that. So cut it apart. Then this one's going to go here, and then the whisk is going to go behind the mix master with the treats. And I think that's super cute. The mix master and the treats are kind of on theme, on par, because this kiddo at this time did a lot of baking, and then she had to do her own dishes when she baked because that was the rule. That's still the rule, but I don't know if it happens as often now. And then I just rearranged where those puffy dots are, and that's that layout all done. So I'll have Scrapping Sleepy linked below for her YouTube channel. So she is Kristen. And then I will also have the playlist for Christy's Beautiful Life Series 21 put on by Christy. And I'll have her linked and the playlist linked below as well, along with the Counterfeit Kit Challenge. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate the time you take to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much, and have yourself a wonderful day.